You're looking at Zydus Wellness and TVS Supply Chain Solutions. These are the two stocks you're tracking.
That is correct. Because of a couple of large trades that took place in yesterday's trading session for Zydus Wellness, the large trade took place in the block window in yesterday's pre-open when nearly 7.3% equity changed hands. And we had then, inferred that maybe it would be TPG Capital which would have done a clean out trade because the size of the trade and their holding matched perfectly. So nearly 7.3% stake. The interesting part was, and the reason why the stock is higher today, is the purchaser. The buyer of that is actually Parag Parikh Mutual Fund. So PPFAS has gone ahead and bought 7.3% stake. And this is a clean out trade. So no immediate, supply concerns as well. And add to all of this, Zydus Wellness, we all know as the company that, sells strong brands like Nycil, Complan, they're sugar-free, Nutralite, and very recently when they bought Natural or Max Protein, Right Bite, puts them in the place where the total addressable market for their products is growing. The management has said that they will target early teen revenue growth in FY26 with margins seen between 17 to 18% in the next 2 years, and they are expanding their general trade coverage as well. So all these things doing well for them, along with Right Bite, where 25 to 30% growth compounding is possible. So in a sector which is, currently parched for growth, if a company is growing in low teens with some of the categories which are growing 25 to 30%, Street likes that. Mutual funds are backing it, and in the near term, no supply pressures as there is a clean out trade which is done. For TVS Supply Chain, the interesting part and the reason why the stock is up 2% is that there was just 1% equity that changed hands yesterday. Autumn Investments sold, but the buyer was the promoter. TVS Motors bought close to around 1% equity at 144 rupees per share. As of March, the promoters held nearly 43% stake in the company. So this purchase increases it by 1%. But more importantly, 143 is a lot lower than the IPO that the company did way back in August 2023, which, they offered shares at around 197 rupees per share. So the promoters were the ones who, diluted their stake during the IPO because it was fresh issue coming in. But at the same time, now they're buying it at a price which is much lower than the issue price, which is why the stock is higher. Interesting moves.
Okay, yes, absolutely. Interesting moves coming in for both those stocks.